Hello and welcome back to this course on usually. We were discussing the F&B department. So now we have covered F&B revenue, the cost of sales, the cost of labor. Now the last thing that we have to cover in the profit and loss statement is the cost of other operating cost as well as the statistics for the F&B department. So now let's look at the cost of other operating services, other operating expenses in F&B department. I will be giving you this list of the expenses together with the definitions as an attachment, so you can have always a ready reference to read it, all of them. So I will not be reading it from the screen, would rather be explaining and discussing the practical aspects of all these the definitions which are given in the profit in the usually. So the first line item that you will find in the profit and loss statement is the banquet expenses. So the banquet expenses usually is the cost of item that the hotel normally is spending in the as a part of providing the function, the providing services in the function. So it may include cost of flower, cost of decoration, cost of properties that the hotel is buying, very specific, not the cost of the linens and the server, because serving things, because those costs will go to their individual line items like chinaware or linen, not but the banquet expenses will be mostly on the decoration side or on the other props that you are buying, like the backstage, or you are buying any light bulbs for the projector, or you are buying any throw light or disco light. So those costs will go to the banquet expenses. But here again, the one thing you have to remember is, if you are able to charge anything to the customer directly as like a matching thing, for example, you have charged decoration expenses to the client and say, okay, you will pay me 100,000, maybe a $10,000 for the decoration of the meeting space, and you have spent $5,000 on actual decoration of the meeting space, then that cost will actually be go to the miscellaneous income, miscellaneous other revenue and other expenses, as we seen in the cost of sales, not as a banquet expense. So banquet expense would primarily host the cost which is not identifiable to the amount charged from the guest. It's usually the cost of unidentified expenses, usually the cost of serving or hosting the banquet functions, that the cost is going here. The cost of transportation, cost of other things are normally charged here. Cost of audiovisual, which you have rented out, cost of decoration which you have charged to the guest. Sometimes the meeting packages include a standard decoration, right? So that standard decoration will be cost to the banquet expenses, but not if you have charged to the guest, then it will go to the other as a cost of sales.